Gerstlauer Amusement Rides, a proud partner of Ride Entertainment, has signed an agreement to manufacture a new record-breaking roller coaster for a yet-to-be-named client in the United States. The attraction, which is scheduled to open in May of 2022, will formally be announced within the next few months. Ed Hiller, the CEO of Riot Entertainment, says, "Working with Gerstlauer for over 25 years, I am always astounded by their creativity and ability to innovate no matter what the project is. It is no different with the custom layout and challenging location for this coaster, which is sure to become a showcase attraction known around the world." All this information comes from an article from amusementtoday.com. I will leave a link in the description to this article if you want to check it out for yourself. I'd also like to give a shout out to Logan Benjamin for bringing this article to my attention, so thank you, Logan, for that. Now let's get back to the topic of today's video, which is this new Gerstlauer roller coaster coming to the United States in 2022. For those who don't know, Ride Entertainment is actually a company that constructs new rides for companies that manufacture amusement park rides. So basically what we're hearing is Ride Entertainment will be constructing this new Gerstlauer coaster coming to the United States. This article raises a bunch of questions on where the ride could go. Today, I'm going to be speculating on where this coaster could go based on the clues that we have and what the coaster could be like. But before we hop into the speculation, do me a huge favor and hit that like button, as it helps us greatly in the fight against the YouTube algorithm. Also, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe. I post amusement park content weekly, so make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the awesome new content I have planned for this year. Now, with all that being said, let's jump into some speculation. So starting off really simple, it's going to be a Gerstlauer, so that pretty much obviously kicks out Six Flags. Six Flags has not worked with Gerstlauer since the New Texas Giant accident, so I would not expect them to work with Gerstlauer, especially when they're in a time of financial hardship. One of the biggest candidates for this coaster is Cedar Fair. They've worked with Gerstlauer recently, and they've shown more financial stability compared to other chains and amusement parks around the country. However, the words one of a kind and record breaking leads me to believe that there's one park in the chain primed to receive this roller coaster, and that is Cedar Point. There's a lot of things that would make sense for Cedar Point to receive a Gerstlauer. For one, they haven't received a roller coaster since 2018 with Steel Vengeance, so 2022 would make it 4 years, which is a pretty long time for Cedar Point, even with the pandemic. Another thing in the article that suggests Cedar Point is challenging location, and Cedar Point struggles with their land, so it makes a lot of sense for them to say challenging location. Also, May of 2022 makes sense because Cedar Fair tends to open their rides when the park opens for the season, and May 2022 will be when Cedar Point opens in the 2022 season. Obviously, Cedar Point does not currently have a Gerstlauer, so I think it would make a lot of sense for them to get a Gerstlauer. Also, Cedar Point was teasing a new roller coaster for 2022. That could all just be fun and games, but who really knows, to be honest. I'm kind of thinking Cedar Point might go for the inversion record, because that's one record they currently do not hold, and they're not even really challenging at this point, so I definitely think they could try to do that. Angle of Descent is another one they could try to go for the steepest roller coaster in the world. I kind of doubt that, but I think that could definitely be a possibility. I'm also very sure this ride will be a Gerstlauer Infinity Coaster. I can't really see it being a Eurofighter, because whatever park ends up getting this roller coaster will probably want a higher capacity coaster due to its record-breaking status, according to the article. There's not many other parks I could really see in the Cedar Fair chain getting this roller coaster. Cedar Fair obviously just gave a coaster to Kings Island, and they gave a coaster semi-recently to Carowinds, so I think that takes both of those parks out of the running. I think California's Great America could have a shot at this one, but at the same time, I don't really think the whole record-breaking narrative really fits that park, but you never know. But I'm still leaning towards Cedar Point. Obviously, Knott's Berry Farm is out of the running because they already have a Gerstlauer Infinity Coaster, and I can't see them getting a dueling Gerstlauer Infinity Coaster or anything goofy like that. I think King's Dominion's out as well because they're supposed to be getting the SNS 40 free spin in 2022. And the only other options really be a park like Dorney Park or Worlds of Fun, but let's be honest, I highly doubt they give a record-breaking ride to one of those parks. So I think Cedar Point is the clear front runner in this race. And obviously, Cedar Fair has been working with Gerstlauer, like I mentioned earlier, with the hang time at Knott's Berry Farm, so that just helps back up the cause for receiving this roller coaster. Now, one dark horse I do see in this race is Dollywood. Dollywood has worked with Gerstlauer before and Ride Entertainment to build Fire Chaser Express. They also built Mystery Mine at that park, so that's another reason to back up their cause. But the two things that make me really question this one is, one, they already have two Gerstlauers. That obviously kind of decreases the chances of them getting another one. Like, it's definitely a possibility, but an Infinity Coaster would be really similar to Mystery Mine. I'm not really sure if Dollywood would do that. Also, the whole space requirements thing kind of makes it a little bit less realistic for Dollywood to get this coaster. I'm not too familiar with Dollywood's space restrictions, but as far as I know, they should be able to get a new coaster in fairly easily. And also, the whole world record breaking thing doesn't really seem like a kind of thing that Dollywood would be into. I know they've done some stuff with Lightning Rod for marketing campaigns, but I'm just not really too sure about that. There's definitely loopholes around all of those things, but it just kind of seems unlikely for Dollywood to get a big Gerstlauer Infinity Coaster. However, it is definitely not something I'd completely rule out. However, I do think Cedar Point is the overwhelming betting odds favorite to receive this new coaster. And I think if Cedar Point does receive this coaster, it will be a monster attraction, and it will be world class like they said it will be. We have not seen that many big Gerstlauer Infinity coasters over here in the US, but I think if Cedar Point gets one, they will go all out. This ride will definitely make waves over here in America. Valraven seemed to be a huge success for the park, and I think a similar gimmicky coaster could be a big addition for the park. That is one of the things, though, that could be a reason Cedar Point would not get this coaster, because they already have so many steep drops at this park. But if they went more of the Smiler route, that wouldn't really be the whole focus of the ride, and they could get past that pretty easily. But like I was saying, if Cedar Point does get this coaster, guys, we're going to be in for a treat. It's going to be a really special attraction, something really unique to the US. We haven't really gotten to see Gerstlauer's best over here, so I'm really excited to see where this ride goes and how good it actually is. Also, one more thing to add is that Cedar Point's 150th anniversary is technically still going on next year. So that would just be one more motive for Cedar Point to add a new roller coaster. But guys, I want to hear your thoughts on this new Gerstlauer roller coaster coming to the United States in 22, and where do you think it could go? Do you think Cedar Point could get it? Do you think another park could get it? Do you think Dollywood could even get it? Just make sure to tell me all those thoughts down in the comments below. And if you guys have any ideas on what the layout could look like for this coaster, or what kind of theme this coaster could have, make sure to leave those thoughts down below as well. Also, make sure to smash that like button and that subscribe button as well if you're not already subscribed, so you don't miss out on any new content. But guys, I really appreciate you guys making it to this point in the video. It definitely means a lot to me. But with all that being said, I'd like to thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.